Earth-kind living began with the earliest human settlements, where inhabitants recognized the necessity of living in harmony with nature for survival. This concept emerged as early as 7000 BCE in the Neolithic Revolution, a period marked by the transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer societies to settled agricultural communities. The advent of farming practices allowed for the accumulation of surplus food, leading to larger populations and more complex social structures. Consequently, the environmental impact of early agriculture became apparent, particularly in deforestation, soil erosion, and water depletion. By 3000 BCE, the Sumerians in Mesopotamia developed the first formal irrigation systems to sustain agriculture in arid conditions. This innovation, however, had a significant environmental cost, as it required substantial water resources and drained local water tables. Key developments over time include the Great Famine of 1315 to 1317, which resulted in one of the deadliest famines in European history, underscoring the vulnerability of human societies to environmental changes. During the 18th and 19th centuries, the Industrial Revolution brought about rapid population growth and urbanization, increasing reliance on fossil fuels and leading to significant environmental degradation. The Great Depression in the 1930s and subsequent economic recovery further accelerated industrial activities, exacerbating environmental issues. In the mid-20th century, the establishment of the United Nations in 1945 and subsequent environmental agreements, such as the Stockholm Declaration in 1972, highlighted global recognition of environmental challenges. However, significant environmental degradation continued, with the first Earth Day in 1970, marking growing public awareness of ecological problems. By 2010, the global population had surpassed 7 billion, and urban areas expanded at unprecedented rates, straining natural resources and ecosystems. The United Nations Millennium Development Goals, 2000-2015, focused on poverty reduction, hunger, and environmental protection. Despite these efforts, global carbon emissions increased and biodiversity loss accelerated. In 2015, the Paris Agreement committed nearly all nations to reducing greenhouse gas emissions and limiting global warming. As of 2023, Earth-kind living practices encompass sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, and conservation efforts that aim to mitigate environmental harm while supporting economic development and social equity. By 2050, projections suggest that global carbon emissions could peak at 10.6 billion tons, with significant reductions in fossil fuel use and a shift to renewable energy sources. Sustainable urban design, efficient water management, and biodiversity preservation initiatives are expected to play crucial roles in achieving these targets, with measurable impacts on global climate, biodiversity, and economic stability.